Welcome to Gili Air. Hi, I'm Stu, backpacker from England, and I'm currently in Indonesia where I've been for the last 3 weeks. I'm on Gili Air, which is part of the Gili Islands. Got here yesterday from Lombok over there, not that far. Gili Air is one of 3 small islands making up the Gili Islands. You've got Gili Air, Gili Meno and Gili T. Gili T is the party island. Gili Air is the chilled family place. Lots of couples come here, and the reason I'm here is because whilst in Lombok, where I was there for 2 days, it rained, so I needed some sunshine. So Gili Air at the moment is in the sunshine. There is a little bit of wind. Rain is expected this afternoon, so I'm hoping that I'll be back at the hostel under a roof and not getting wet. But this is the harbour area. This is where you first get into the island, and the boats go from Lombok, from Bali, and from the other Gili Islands themselves. So basically I'm just going to take you around the island. The island itself is around 5 kilometers. How do I know that? Because I was stupid enough this morning to go for a run. The run itself was through sand, and it's the first run I've done for a while. So my legs are a little bit tired at the moment. But yeah, 5k, you can hire bikes to go around, and people come here just to relax. And there is plenty of hostels that are cheap. Like the one I'm staying in is £6 a night, free breakfast. And the other reason people come here is to go diving or snorkeling. There are so many turtles. This is a turtle zone, and even though I've not been in the ocean yet, I was in Gili T where I saw some of the turtles there. I am planning, if it's not raining this afternoon, to go in the sea and see if I can see any of these creatures along with the other fishes that'll be around. But the difference between Gili T, and you can see a video that I put on a couple of weeks ago, is you do not get hassled by people going, do you want to buy, do you want to buy, do you want to buy. It's just a very laid back island. There is lots of beachside cafés on the beach itself. I think that place is part of this hotel here. There is no motor vehicles on this island. 1 or 2 mopeds, but mostly it's bicycles or horses. But you can feel that wind. I'm not too sure if you can hear it. And that sea looks absolutely beautiful. And originally I was only going to spend 1 night just to see what Gili Air was like, but I've extended already for another 2 nights on top. As you walk around the island, you do get a chilled vibe. It's not as party as some of the other places within Bali Lombok. or Gili Tears. And it's not as busy neither. Even the harbour area, which seems to be the hub of most of the bars, the cafes, etc., is not really that crazy busy. I mean, look at that. I have been told that this is off season, so that's probably why it is quieter. But I can't see it being that crazy busy when it is in season. Right. As you walk along the beach, you get little signs like that. Don't know if you can see it. Turtle snorkeling area here. What people don't realise is turtles will be all over the place, not just in this area. But I'll have a wander down to the beach. So nice. And there's another sign. Snorkeling turtle area. And yet another sign, snorkeling area. So a tip if you want to come here is you could do what some people have done. Basically do a snorkeling tour, and they'll say they'll go to the best areas to see the turtles, the wildlife, and sometimes they are expensive, but they provide all the gear, the masts, the fins, everything else. Or you could go to these places that are on the beach that hire the masts for so much cheaper, and then just choose where you want to go in the sea, and you will see a turtle, you'll see wildlife, saving so much money. And that's probably something I'll do in the next couple of hours. Now, if you're a backpacker, if you're an adventure seeker, if you're a party animal, Gili Air is not really the island for you. It is chilled. It's somewhere people come to go on holiday and relax. And there is so many options of where to stay, different price ranges, from very cheap to very expensive. I'm now back at the hostel, so I thought I'd give you a quick show around, as I like to show off the hostels every now and again. It's called the Tipsy Turtle. Right. And all the rooms are 3-bed dorms. This is mine. Security. So 1, 2, 3. Aircon. Very important. There's me. Bathroom, shower. More importantly, the social area. It's time to head for the ocean. So I've hired a mask for 25,000. The hostel's just behind me. And there's the ocean. So I've just basically walked out with a mask straight into the sea. That was taken about an hour ago, and unfortunately, without realising, my camera ran out of power, so it's been getting charged up. I've had a change, and now after an amazing swim, I was quite lucky to see that turtle. In fact, I saw a couple of them. It's time for sunset, so I'm heading to the other side of the island, and I'm going to go through the centre, just give you an idea of what the centre of the island looks like. And this is one of the main streets in the centre, and the sun is starting to set, so people start to come out to get some food. So there's a lot of boutique shops. It's not really expensive. I've had a look in some of them while I've been here. And this street itself leads you straight to the harbour. So I guess this is like the main street. But what I'm going to do now is going to head for the other side of the island, which is that away. I'm going to head for the sunset and then look for a restaurant for get some food. I don't know this. So this is the end of the street. There's the harbour. And you can just see the sun is starting to go down. The wind's picking up. And there's a lot of resorts around here. Which is handy just because it's next to the harbour. And I've made it just in time for the sunset. The sun is setting on Gili Air. And it looks nice. So that's the end of the day in Gili Air. Been doing so much. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, press that like button. If you want to subscribe, because there is more stuff happening in the next few days, press that subscribe button. But until next time, while enjoy the sunset and then go and grab some food. Bye bye for now.